Back in the early 80s, I was the head athletic trainer at what is now Truman State, and became very familiar with the head athletic trainer here at Missouri at that time, a gentleman by the name of Fred Wapple, who was here for 41 years. When Fred decided to retire, he had hired one of my former students. He said, well, why don't you give Rex Sharp a call and see if he's interested in coming back to Missouri? And so that's how I got back here. What we do primarily is we focus on prevention of injury. That starts with the preseason physical examination, some of the different tests that we have to run to make sure everybody's healthy to participate. And then naturally in the sport of football, you're not going to prevent every injury. So once injury does occur, we do treatments. We have to treat the injuries to restore the athlete to the level of their pre-injury fitness to get them back to participate. Prevention of injuries is everything from taping ankles to try to prevent ankle injuries, which we spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day doing that when we're in season, to treatments, like I said, during the mornings, and then rehabilitation during the morning and the afternoon. And it just depends on the nature of the injury, so it can be fairly time-consuming.
Definitely a place to be, believe me.
Those places are full before practice.
12 years I've been here. We've seen a lot of funny things. And I've always likened our sports medicine center to a barber shop.
See, this is almost like fall camp again, Mr.
In a barber shop situation, guys come in and just sit around and talk. And so the interaction that we have with our players, football players, is just, it lends itself to a lot of fun. We've had the opportunity here to treat and rehabilitate some real high-level athletes, because that's the type of athlete we have in our program. Jeremy Maclin, for one. Jeremy, of course, now is left the University of Missouri.
And he's got it for a touchdown!
He unfortunately sustained a pretty significant knee injury his first summer here. And it was actually before we actually started our season. So the surgery date was August 3rd. And Dr. Smith performed his knee surgery, and then we started his rehabilitation the next day. Some of those early days are not easy. But we worked through that, and he made a tremendous recovery to the point where he was actually participating in practice before the end of the season.
To the 15, to the 10, to the house.
It means a whole lot to me to see someone like Jeremy Maclin succeed, because I know what he went through to get to where he is now, I think, in terms of from the time he came to Missouri to where he is right now, to go through the injury he went through. Not only is that a physical toll, but it's also a mental and emotional toll, because you work so hard to get a limited number of opportunities in college football. And to have that taken away for a period of time is just, it can be devastating. And it takes a strong person to work through that, and Jeremy certainly was an example of that. I think we have a young man here now, Denario Alexander, who may best exemplify that more than anybody I've ever worked with. And Denario's gone through 3 different knee surgeries and subsequent return to play, and he's doing very well right now, and that makes me feel very, very good. Just knowing I had some sort of a small hand in that, but really it comes from within, from the player, from within, and that's a tribute, I think, to the quality of people we're recruiting.